It is a very famous festival in the Western world where people party wearing different types of clothes and enjoy a lot. Even small children can become door-to-door rivals on Halloween by dressing up as scary creatures and monsters. And that is why children are very excited about this festival. On the day of Halloween, it is also believed that spirits come to Earth on this day. 8-year-old Kyle also had a similar experience that day. Kayla had shifted with her mother to a block in Delaware State of America a few days ago and was very excited for Halloween. Cahill made a plan with his friends that they would all meet at 6 p.m. and ask for all the dry candies prepared from different people's homes. And many of his friends roamed around in the nearby streets till late night, and they also got many candies. But Kyle was a little sad because he had not received his favorite candy yet. Dejected, Kyle bid farewell to his friends and was walking home alone when he passed a 50-year-old woman with long hair wearing pink, Lincoln, and jeans. The woman had a bag in her hand, which contained many candies, among which was Kyle's favorite candy. For that candy, he started following the woman in the pin sweater and crossing one after the other. But after crossing a few blocks, he reached a place which did not seem like a part of the city to him, because there was no one there even on Halloween night. There were neither any Halloween decorations outside any house on that street, nor were any people seen roaming around there. Was a little surprised to see this, because it was only 8 o'clock at that time, but on Halloween night, children and adults often stay out till late at night. After looking around, when Kyle turned his gaze back towards the woman was looking at Kyle only. The woman called Kyle towards her. Kyle thought that the woman would give him his favorite candy, and so Kyle ran to her. Kyle and the woman were standing in front of a house. That house seemed to belong to the same woman. Kyle had never seen such a well-decorated haunted house. It seemed as if the art house was actually in ruins, and all the decorations looked many years old. There was a tree outside that woman's house on which a very scary effigy was hanging. Kyle, who was very fond of Halloween decorations, while looking at those decorations, he reached very close to that woman. The woman gave Kyle his favorite candy, and Kyle became very happy. He ate the candy immediately. The woman told Kyle that she had a lot more candies, but they were kept inside her house. Due to Cahill and Candace's affair, he went inside the woman's house with her. When the woman went inside the house to get more candies, Kyle went and sat in the hall waiting for the woman. From the window of that hall, Kyle could see the same tree on which that scary effigy was hanging. Kyle was liking that mannequin so much that he thought, why not go near that mannequin and see it? Coming out of the house, he started walking towards the tree in the garden. But while walking, it seemed as if someone was keeping an eye on him from a distance. When Kyle looked around, he realized that someone was staring at him from behind the curtain of the house on the other side of the road, when Cahill was right below that tree and the statue. Turning his attention away from whoever was watching him there, Kyle came right under the tree and started looking at the statue. But when he looked at the effigy properly, he got goosebumps. He was not a mannequin. Actually, there was a dead body, and that too, the dead body of the same woman who had just given him that candy. Seeing the dead body hanging from the tree, Cahill started sweating, and suddenly he heard a voice from behind. When he looked back, the same woman was calling him with his favorite candy in her hand. Now the woman was looking very scary. Her eyes and tongue had come out, and she had turned completely blue. Just like that dead body hanging on the tree, she started laughing loudly while calling Kyle towards her. Seeing this woman, he screamed loudly and started running away from home. He started feeling dizzy while running and fell down unconscious. After some time, when Kyle regained consciousness, his eyes opened to an unknown room. He turned his eyes here and there and saw an old uncle and aunt sitting near him. Kaheki mom and dad were also nearby. Kyle did not know those two old uncles and aunts, but he recognized two of them because some time ago someone was staring at him from behind the same posts. Kyle now had very high fever. That old uncle and aunt told some truth to Kyle's parents that they were stunned to hear. He told that Kyle had met a woman, but it was actually the same. Daily members were very scared after seeing this. The prince told them that a monument means 10 Latin, which meant that his body was not occupied by anyone, but by 10 demonic spirits. The next day when they went to his room for the last meal, they saw that Robbie was not on his bed. When they turned back, Robbie was on the ceiling and laughing at them. Something was muttering in a very heavy voice. He was speaking loudly in Latin. Seeing this, he started acting more forcefully on them. Robbie fell down unconscious. He was tied to the bed. During that exorcism, his body started to ache and the pain was making us scream. And then suddenly Robbie started having black rashes. A strange sticky liquid came out from his body, after which Robbie fell asleep. When he woke up the next day, everything was completely normal. He was feeling very weak but had no recollection of what had happened to him. After a few days, he completely recovered. And after that, such an incident never happened to him again. Robbie did not remember what happened to him, But his family members and the prince saw terrible things. Hardly those people will ever be able to forget him. If you like this video, then do not forget to subscribe our channel Haunted Teller.